Good evening. The creation of at least 10,000 new jobs in Coventry. That's the vision at Jaguar Land Rover, who say they want to build their next generation of electric cars and batteries at their site at Whitley. But they want the government to help with upgrading power supplies and to invest in surrounding infrastructure. The ambition is to double production. Here's our business correspondent, Peter Plisner.
Until now, an R&D facility for petrol and diesel models, but now this site at Whitley looks set to become JLR's global centre of excellence for the development and manufacture of electric cars too. And there's plenty of land available, much of which has already been earmarked for JLR's expansion. Earlier this month, the company unveiled the new I-Pace concept car, its first all-electric model. JLR also wants half of its cars to be available in an electric version by the end of the decade. Ralph Speth, the company's chief executive, is aiming to double its workforce as part of a target to increase production from 500,000 cars a year to more than 1 million.
The first stage of making electric cars was in Austria because we didn't have the infrastructure here, we didn't have the land, and they had to do something pretty quickly, so they went to Austria. And what I don't want them to do the same thing again, go somewhere else.
But to do that, it's clear JLR wants the government to help out. The company wants ministers to fund new power plants to generate enough electricity for expansion and provide what JLR says is the right legislative framework to allow the growth of the company. Although the I-Pace, which goes on sale in 2018, is being built in Austria, JLR's long-term aspiration is clearly to make the batteries and future electric cars here in the Midlands.
And Peter is at the design and development site at Whitley in Coventry now. This sounds ambitious, Peter. How likely is it?
Well, Mary, I'd say very likely, but only with the right incentives from the government. With me is Professor David Bailey from the Aston Business School. Firstly, what do you make of this news, David?
I think this is Jaguar Land Rover laying down a challenge to government, saying, look, this is what we could do, build batteries, build electric vehicles here, but only with the right support on infrastructure, on land, on power supplies and on skills. So basically, it's saying, look, put your money where your mouth is.
10,000 jobs, though, it's a lot, and we could see more. They are talking about doubling the workforce.
That's right. So that's 10,000 jobs in terms of battery electric vehicles, but the company also said that they wanted to double output. That could mean tens of thousands of more jobs at Jaguar Land Rover and in the supply chain in the wider economy.
But is there a game of brinkmanship going on with the government? Give us some money or we'll go elsewhere.
I think that's exactly right. We saw the government recently do a deal with Nissan. We don't know what that deal is. Jaguar Land Rover are now saying, look, we could do exciting things here, but we need your support as well. And they're basically saying to the government, look, if you don't do it, Germany's doing it.
And they're asking the government possibly to fund power, electricity to run the plant. Why do they need power when actually they've expanded sites elsewhere in the Midlands without that call?
I think there's an issue about power security here. And in particular, if you're going to be building batteries, that's a lot more energy intensive than assembling vehicles. So they're basically saying to the government, look, put the power supply in if we're going to make batteries here in the future.
And briefly, how important is electric car technology?
Electric cars are coming. The technology is improving all of the time. We're going to see a lot more electric cars in the future, and Jaguar Land Rover realise they have to get in on the act as well.
David, many thanks. Well, the possibility of another new factory meaning more jobs, but it is, I'm afraid, at the moment, a case of watch this space.
OK, Peter Plisner, thank you for that. Now, it sounds like